Here's a story that caught my eye because I love rice. I eat it just about every single day, and I think a lot of you out there do as well because it's incredibly healthy for you. Of course, one serving of brown rice per day is found to cut the risk of dying from any cause, including heart disease and cancer. But here's the rub. How you're cooking your rice could determine whether or not you are poisoning yourself with chemicals. Now, this is a story coming out of the Daily Mail, and it's based on a study by Professor Andy Meharg. He's a leading expert on rice contamination from Queen's University in Belfast, and he tested the chemical levels of arsenic after cooking rice 3 different ways. He found that cooking the grains in excess water helps to flush out arsenic, preventing any possible chemical poisoning. A lot of people don't realize that this arsenic can get into the rice as a result of industrial contamination and pesticides that were used in the past. And even if they're not using those pesticides, they can stay in the rice paddies for up to 10 years. And so what he found is he first used a ratio of 2 parts water to 1 part rice, which is what your typical recipe would call for. This is when all the water is absorbed into the rice. That didn't drop down the levels of arsenic. He said increasing the ratio to 5 parts water actually halved arsenic levels. Soaking it overnight cut the toxin levels the most. And so this is coming right after the Food Standards Agency warned against overcooking potatoes or overcooking toast. This increases the levels of cancer-causing chemical acrylamide, and children are really susceptible to this acrylamide with all the potatoes and the French fries and the things that they are eating. Acrylamide is found in tobacco smoke, of course, which is known to cause cancer in animals. But here, rice has 10 times more inorganic arsenic than other foods, and so this is why it's really important to properly cook the rice. People who eat a lot are exposed to worrying concentrations of arsenic, and how you can tell if you've been chemically exposed. Chronic exposure can cause a range of health problems, including developmental problems, heart disease, diabetes, and even nervous system damage. Most worrying, of course, are lung and bladder cancers. So it's incredibly important. You want to soak your rice overnight, or at least use 5 parts to 1 with your rice. And that's going to do it for today. It's really healthy for you, but you got to make sure you cook it right.